What is up, Aries? Welcome to your general timeless love reading. My name is Jordyn. If you're new to the channel, welcome. I'm a Master Reiki practitioner, and I also do personal tarot readings. So if you'd like to book a Reiki session or a tarot reading, you can do it down below through my website in the description box. Other than that, like, share, subscribe, give this video a thumbs up. It helps the channel grow, and I'd greatly appreciate it. And check out Patreon, check out Vimeo. Let's get into it. Let's see what goodies we got for you. Aries. What do I want to use for you? Let's use, what's this? There's so many to pick from. Let's do Grand Lux Tarot. Yeah. Let's do Grand Lux Tarot for you. I do have a promo code on my website, so if you guys want a discount on your personal reading or Reiki session, go ahead, check that out. It is YT11. It's 11% off all my services right now. So go ahead, check that out. Let's get into it. That's for a limited time. I don't know when I'm going to take it down, so yeah. Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Love and romance for Aries. I started contingency theory. That feels like it's almost like you're questioning somebody, like, are you trying to put contingencies on this, like limitations? Are you trying to tell me what to do? Because you can't tell me what to do. It kind of feels like that. Yeah, death. Death is Scorpio energy. This feels like someone putting their foot down, very much so. It's like, I'm sorry, are you trying to tell me what to do? No, that's not going to fly. No. Page of Pentacles. Yeah, we're going to rebuild this. This feels like someone literally telling the person that they're with or the person that they're trying to build a relationship with, like, hey, the way things are going right now, not going to fly with me. This has to be restructured because I'm not going to, no, you can't control me or contain me. Like, I'm a grown woman, I'm a grown man, and what I want to do is what I want to do, and what you want to do is what you want to do. But I will respect you. I will be loyal to you and honest with you, but we're not here to control each other. No. Control is not love. Right? Love is not control. Yeah, and it's kind of like we've been waiting for things to move forward, but we couldn't because we were bound. Because there was all these... It feels like the Eight of Swords is typically like the overthinker card, like the self-imposed prison, but this feels like someone just felt like they were very stuck and they didn't know how to communicate this. And now it's kind of like, hey, if we're going to move forward, we're going to have to squash this because I don't like to feel that I have to do things the way that you want to do them. And I'm sure that there's things that you feel you have to do because I want them done that way. And we got to talk that out. Yeah. It's rewriting the rule book or throwing it the hell out the window. Yeah, because you're realizing that it was deceptive. It was sabotaging to the relationship. Seven of Swords, Six of Swords, moving away from that. Looking at the path you two were going down, the Three of Wands, opportunities you were taking and realizing they were very sabotaging, and the Six of Swords. Yeah, let's move in a new direction. Let's move to some calmer waters. Bottom of the deck, the Sun. Yeah, sudden realizations, enlightenment, a higher state of consciousness, clear communication, a true reality as well. But it's also happiness, love, abundance, all that stuff. The Sun, to me, yes, it's the happiest card in tarot. If you've been watching me for a while, you know that I am not a kind of person or the kind of reader that's going to go by the textbook tarot definitions all the time. I'm very much so like a channeler, intuitive reader. The Sun, to me, definitely speaks to a higher state of consciousness and sudden realizations. It's kind of like a secondary tower card almost with the sudden realizations aspect, like aha moments. And this feels like one of those very pivotal moments where because of this conversation, both of you are raising your frequency. Both of you are moving into a higher state because it is benefiting you. It is like, oh, I see clearly now. I really like this. I really, really, really like this. This is awesome. This is going to bring two people much closer together because it's just a very open, honest communication. This is very nice. I'm a fan. I kind of want to use a new tarot deck. I don't know what new tarot deck I want to use though. I got all this makeup in my eye. Let's use my little baby tarot deck. My little baby Rider-Waite. Hi, little baby. How you doing, little baby? I feel like I'm taking like a little child out of its crib. Like, oh, it's okay. Wake up. Not that you'd ever want to wake a child. Really. Stay asleep. Just stay asleep. Okay, let's look at it's crazy. It's like you have the dark and the light, death and sun. Contingencies. Okay, we'll start with death. Show me what I most need to see for Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Why is death here in regards to love and romance for Aries? I started surrender. This is the release. Yeah, Six of Pentacles. I like this. This is the equal exchange of energy. It's realizing like, okay, we're not going to control one another or keep each other bound. We need to transform our connection, death, into one that's balanced, into one that is an equal give and take. Very nice. Six of Pentacles, Taurus energy. Tell me more about Temperance. Yeah, just validation. It's more balance, moderation. I don't know why I want to say diplomacy for a second there for some reason. Temperance to me is also your angels, your ancestors, and guides. This feels like a crown chakra opening for a lot of you for some reason. I feel like this connection, it's almost like you're going to start connecting on a very intuitive level, on a very deep soul level, especially with the Ace of Wands next to it. The Ace of Wands is creative manifestation energy, but it's also soul energy. Wands rule soul energy, fire energy, which is very, very nice. I like this. Temperance is also Sagittarius, more fire energy. A lot of fire going on here. I like this. Okay, so, and we had the Hierophant on the bottom of the deck. This tells me that you are breaking down an old system, an old rule book, like, right? An old way of doing things. Okay. Let's look at the Page of Pentacles for Aries. I'm not going to take this stack, but I'll take this one. Yeah, Page of Swords in reverse. Page of Swords in reverse. Someone's very scared to talk about the changes they want to make. It's kind of like this is very outside their comfort zone. Page of Swords in reverse. It made me want to say hoo because it's like shaking up a lot of fear in them, and I could feel the fear. Like, ooh, I really don't want to talk about this. This is not a conversation I'm comfortable with right now. Page of Swords in reverse is, yes, it's a liar card, but it's also somebody who is struggling to be honest with themselves, right? It's kind of like someone who would have those arguments with that person in the mirror with themselves. Like, this is what I'm going to say to them. And like, this, I'm going to put them in their place kind of thing. And then they see the person. It's kind of like, hey, like, you know, the other day when we talked, and they don't really say what they intend to say. They don't feel that confident, that power in speaking their truth. And that's what needs to happen here. Somebody is very fearful about speaking on what they want to change in this connection out of a fear that it is going to cause a tower moment or destruction or an ending or rejection, abandonment of some sort. And that's an aspect of the shadow that they need to heal. Okay, so let's get another on this Page of Pentacles. Woo-wee! I'm not going to take any of this because it's just way too much. There's way too many cards. There's a lot of nice cards, like transformative cards. They weren't nice. That was a lie. It's like, I'm not even gonna say it because I told you I wasn't gonna take them. So let's continue. My nose is runny. Let's look at Page of Pentacles, please. Okay. Here it is. Yeah, Two of Cups and the Nine of Wands. The Two of Cups is in reverse. It's looking at intimate, deep connections and kind of like, this shit scares me. This makes me uncomfortable. You want to talk about the things that make me feel most aligned with myself? That makes me want to fall into my ego, which is me out of alignment, right? Fall into my fear. The ego rules the fear, it rules the distortion, right? And that's why it's kind of like the wounded warrior, like, I don't know what to do, but I'm going to keep going. I'm going to keep going forward. I'm going to keep pushing through it, but I'm very uncomfortable right now, right? So let's look at the Eight of Swords, the control. What's not seen, also what's not being said. Because this is the aspects they want to speak on, the controlling aspects they want to speak on. But they're not. Hey, yep, the Fool in reverse. Like, hey, I really want to talk about this new cycle I want to have, but I'm really scared to. They see it as a risk. How do I break out of the self-imposed prison? How do I break out of these chains that I feel bound to? They're binding themselves to this thought process that something's going to go wrong if they speak their truth. Yep, Nine of Swords in reverse and the Queen of Swords. If I were to just release this fear and anxiety and speak my truth, Queen of Swords, I could have that new beginning. Yeah. Two of Swords, but they're stuck. They're stagnant. How do I do that? Okay. Let's look at this Three of Wands. Let's see what they're waiting for. Seven of Wands in reverse and the Four of Wands. They're trying very, very hard to protect the foundation that they've already built with this person. And that is why they are not speaking their truth. They're very scared of it breaking this foundation. They're trying to defend it. But they don't realize that if they just were to actually take these steps and speak their truth, it would diminish the sabotaging behavior. So let's look at the Seven of Swords. Let's see what's deceptive here. Yeah, so there's the control. Emperor in reverse. My way or the highway energy. This is someone who's kind of like, well, this is how I want it done. These are my expectations. This is what I want you to live up to. And there's the Knight, the other person like, okay, well, here they are. Here's what you wanted. Oh, you wanted a cup of tea? Here's your tea. It's kind of like the do boy. And it doesn't mean that that's a bad partner. Like this person could be very loving, very gentle, just very self-sacrificing for their person because they just love them. But that's also self-sacrificing to self. You have two cups, the cup for everybody else and the cup for you. When you give and give and give and give and give for the cup for everybody else to where it's empty, that you start to give from your cup and you have nothing else for yourself, that is when it goes downhill. That's what this is ending up to be. And that's why it's self-sabotaging. The Emperor is demanding things to be done a certain way. It's a very controlling energy. And the Knight is allowing this dominant energy to be dominant instead of having that balance, right? So let's look at the Seven of Swords. Yeah, they need to say no. Rejection. Four of Cups. No, I'm not happy in this situation. They're scared to set that boundary, though. They're scared to set this boundary because it's when someone is not used to setting boundaries, it could be very scary. It could be very uncomfortable. They could feel like they're hurting their person. They could feel like they're doing something wrong. And in turn, the other person's reaction can make them retract that boundary because they don't want to sabotage that foundation. There's a lot of fear. But sticking to your guns, setting that boundary over time will become something that is very normal, very empowering, and very healthy because people are going to realize that you're setting it to respect yourself and to have a more balanced, healthy relationship. It's not a reflection of how much love or care you have for this person or they have for you. It's a reflection of how much respect they have for the relationship and how badly they want it to work so both people are happy. So let's look at the Six of Swords. Yep. Ten of Pentacles. They want to move towards the long-term stability. There is such a big fear of abandonment, though. Of what if I ruin it? What if I set this boundary and I hurt my person and they get mad and they leave me? There's that fear. They're not used to setting this boundary. They're not used to it. Let's look at the Sun. Okay. There it is. Yeah, I was like, where is the popper? 5 of Wands. It's being so determined to achieve this happiness, to achieve this higher state of consciousness, to achieve this new level of this. The sun rules the solar plexus. The solar plexus is the ego, healthy confidence and self-respect, right? Honoring who you are as an individual. And in turn, that will be mirrored back to you in your relationships. It's being so determined to have that. The 5 of Wands isn't just like a card of conflict. It's also the card of competition and determination. Being so determined to accomplish those things for yourself, to accomplish that happiness, that you do achieve that Ace of Pentacles. And after the Ace of Pentacles, guess what it is? The 5 of freaking Wands. Again, right? So on either side is the 5 of Wands. Being so determined to have this stable, happy, abundant energy. And that's all this individual wants. It's just that they're very frightened to set this boundary because it's something so outside of their comfort zone. Bottom of the deck is death. It's a massive transformation for them. And they're being very, very much so pushed to do it because it's going to benefit them and the person that they're going through this with. But I really, really like this reading. Like readings like this are actually, I just love stuff like this. Like this is stuff like I personally think that the collective needs to hear stuff like this. I even need to hear stuff like this. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like we're human. We all have healing to do. But if you want a personal reading or a Reiki session to look into your specific relationship or your life, whatever it may be, go ahead, book it down below. Use that discount code. Check out Patreon, check out Vimeo, and like, share, subscribe. Give this video a thumbs up. It helps the channel grow. And I love you. I wish you the best, and be gentle and kind to yourself, and be patient with the people in your life and gentle and kind to them. Okay? I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.